what advice would you give, and how do you see the kind of market kind of coming out of this in the next 6 months? So if I was a business leader, which I am, what would you think about kind of investing in the business and how you think that the economy is going to come out of this crisis?
Yeah, that's a really interesting question. I think so. The first thing I would say would be, there's often opportunity in crisis. Yep. And when we set the business up in 2010, it's not a coincidence that was in the aftermath of a financial crisis. So to an extent, Validus is born in crisis. Yeah. And so when we see a crisis, we also are always looking for the opportunities that will inevitably come out of it. Yeah. So, in terms of what does that mean? That means don't panic. It means, be aware of the short term, but focus more on the long term. And that will be different for everyone's business. I think for our business, what does it mean for investors? It means more attention is going to be paid to market risks, which obviously is our core business. But I also think it'll mean more attention will be paid to operational risk, which is, I think, I never thought about our business quite in that way. And by that, what I mean is, if you're an investor and you've got all this information flying around on Excel spreadsheets, and you've got some confirmations from your bank in a PDF, or you're trying to collate that information and make decisions with it when you're sitting in your second bedroom, that's not ideal. That's not an ideal position to be in to trade millions of dollars of derivatives that you need. Yeah. So, with our platform, we see that as, okay, that's a great opportunity. We can give the clients a place where they can have all this information and make all these decisions, which is in the cloud, remote. So I think that's just one example for our business, and I'm sure for other businesses, similar opportunities are there. But if you look at
data-driven conversations, driving data-driven decisions, isn't it? Rather than.
That's right. Exactly. It's exactly what it is. It's having the data at the right place and having everyone who needs access to it having access to it, and being able to trust it. I trust that the data is correct. That's a really important thing all the time, but especially in an environment like this. And I think what this environment has done is just open people's eyes to the importance of that. Those kind of enterprise tools, if I can put it that way, and that's going to be an opportunity for sure.
Yeah, I mean, we see it in recruitment. If you think about recruiters generally on a big sales floor, and that from working on a trade floor, you're surrounded by people. You can see what people are doing, can't you? You can see what your trader is doing, because your trader is there on the phone playing with the Bloomberg system or whatever, so he's doing some stuff, right? Or she. When everyone's working remotely, we're talking about data-driven decisions on terms of activity. Like, how do we really get this stuff on the system? How do we know how many calls are being made? How many interactions are being made? And I think that is just an example of how you need the right data around you to kind of make decisions on your business going forward. And I guess that's what you promote, isn't it? That's what your software enables people to do.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah. So I think, like I said, in the short term, I think it's just a great addition to the value proposition, and in the long term, I think there's going to be a lot of opportunities there. We need to think about it, you need to reflect on it, but definitely there's always opportunities whenever you have these big shifts, which is clearly what we're seeing now.